Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the continuation of the Awesome Block. Pokemon is usually an awesome time, but then again, I'm one of those freaks who actually really liked Pokemon Sword and Shield, so what the hell do I know? Before we go any further, let me say shoutouts and thank you to the people who funded this game. Whoever you are. Let me explain a little bit. See this thank you scroll up here? I update this manually every stream because I keep records of who has donated towards what. I keep very good, tight records of who has donated towards what. So we're gonna get rid of that because I went to open the spreadsheet. I'll open it right now. That keeps track of all that. And it's gonna take 2 minutes to load because it's the wrong spreadsheet. I'm legitimately not 100% sure how this happened. Like, I still, as of this exact moment, I'm not entirely certain what happened here. But sometime on the 1st of March, I saved over the funded runs sheet with the funding runs sheet. I don't know how that happened. They're different file names. They go in different folders and different directories and different hard drives. But somehow, when I open the directory that should be the funded games, I get, about 8 days ago's funding games. There was a decent amount of data on that spreadsheet, which is just straight up gone. So, I have no idea who put money towards any of the existing runs that are currently funded, up to and including the Star Destroyer, a Lego, which I have not forgotten about. That's also for every Streamination, which is already funded. No, I don't have any backup whatsoever of that document. I've never needed a backup of that document. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, you're dumb. And sure. What I find doubly funny is, would you like to guess how many backups I have of the funding sheet? I'll give you a hint. It's well over 20. I have backups upon backups of the funding sheet. In fact, literally every time, I have it set up so that literally every single time that I update the funding sheet, it creates another backup of it. Every time. But the funded sheet has nothing. I mean, it does now. So, it is possible that I could actually go and manually create it, because I do actually still have this file right here, which is the raw text file, which contains all of the funding for all the people who put money towards runs. I might do that. I don't think I'm going to do that right now, for pretty obvious reasons. But that is something I could do, and at least put together a thank you sheet. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by all this. So, like I said, that threw me pretty hard. So, thank you if you helped fund this work, because I'm not sure who you are. Welcome to part 2 of the Awesome Block. For those of you who have not been around, every time we stream a Pokemon game, it's a nice chill experience. And we just kind of play it by ear. We are, of course, going to be reviewing the game, as we always do. This will be our third main Pokemon game, for review. So we will see exactly how this works out. I'm sorry, I don't know who it's... Hang on. You know what I could do? Like, just really quick. What do we got here? If I could just pull this up. Arceus. Okay, so thank you to MPPY, Blade Traval, Shadow Machine, Doom Rider, 2-Base Master, Jordan Freemeyer, Jinja Ninja, Nameless Baron, Alex Korbianiki, Blue Dragon EXE, Braddington. I'm just searching here. Pika donated towards this. Caspian donated towards this. The Castle Maker. Krenzler, Carrion Elior. Oh my gosh. I think I looped. Yeah, I looped. All those people are people who funded. Thank you. Pokemon games tend to be fairly consistent experiences, so I don't anticipate this will score super high or super low. Again, as someone who liked Pokemon Shield was still a very problematic and troubled game. And that's more or less exactly what I'm expecting here. I should also mention that one of the other things, let's not accidentally close OBS. One of the other things is I've kind of poked at this game before. Not really on purpose. It would be most accurate to say that I have watched my niece play this game a couple of times, completely independent of me. Like, I just popped in while she was playing the game. And so I've seen a little bit of the game, so I'm not completely unspoiled on it, but I don't know much as far as the setup or the premise or the core, the core quest structure or anything like that. But I do know we get vehicles, and I do know that there are bosses. And that's about the extent of that. So, without further ado, thank you, mystery people. God, Jesus, I'm going to have to rebuild that sheet now. But I will say that one last thing, if I may. Obviously, I'm looking forward to Pokemon Violet someday, but this has legitimately been the Pokemon game I have been most interested in reviewing. I'm going to go with ever. No, I use OpenOffice, US and Core, which did not keep any backups of the file because, for whatever reason, that was not enabled. Anyways, but yeah, so I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. This was the one when they were showcasing it. The very nature of like the pseudo turn-based battle, the turn-based gauge thing, all that stuff. I was just like, yes, that caught my eye immediately. But I should just shut up and get on with it. So let's shut up and get on with it. Yeah, FF10 combat. That's exactly what caught my attention about it. Haven't played it yet, Pillars of Snow. Saving it for my niece. You can collect platinum points. Let me guess. One save file. Welcome to my realm, located both beyond both time and space. Gen 4 reference. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. Sure. We'll go with just before, I believe, Colgan, but it was like right alongside it. These all suck. Do we have any other appearances? Well, apparently it was after my bad. Yeah, these all suck. Let's go with What is thy name? I have become likened as unto death, runner of worlds. Oh, actually, the full name will fit. Holy crap. Lorana. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. One might refer to them as pocket monsters. Seek out all Pokémon, and thou shalt find me once more. But I don't want to find you. You suck. You're a normal type. Ugh. Look, as long as they're not digital monsters, I think we're okay. Ah! Oh, we're dead. Hey, hey! I can't play Diablo Immortal if that... Oh, okay. Thanks. Gods aren't real, stab! Sorry, I've been playing FF14. I'm just programmed to kill every god I see. Yeah, we've killed so many gods in the last week. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Oh yeah, we have to decide on a starter. Are you alive, my boy? We all know grass type is objectively the best. What is going on with Mount Doom over there? Do you see that? What the hell? Hang on, I gotta go to Death Mountain real quick. The Gorons are having issues. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that, but thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. Wouldn't have to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I sincerely doubt it, dude. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No. If you don't know how when you're here, you don't even know where to spend the night. This is a proper pick lead. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow I will survive. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Worthless. Or, I mean, splash. Completely forgotten. I just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Yes. That's a relief. Although you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures, though they are. Oh, what's your name? Oh, you're called Lore Runner. The Lore Runner, thank you very much. Name has quite a ring to it. Here. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Actually, it does. Lore refers to story, Runner refers to gameplay. And it's kind of a tie back to, you know, challenge runners and speed runners. I'm a Lore Runner. Oh, I apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. Something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. There's Pokemon such as these 3 here with... Oh, blast and bother, why are you wanting from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg of you. Okay, that was a surprisingly high-quality cutscene, so I'll give you that, game. Looks like we don't have a menu yet, so we'll figure out the rest of that later. We'll probably set up a poll for which starter we pick. D-pad? What is this nonsense? Hang on, hang on. We'll set up a poll. We'll set up a poll. I was saying, some generations, literally, just objectively, some of the starters are just worse than the others. Although this is Pokemon, and you can totally make that work, but still. Yes, I say. Double invert, obviously. That's better. That's immediately better. Alright. Nah, there's no need for spoilers. I don't even want spoilers. And I will personally kill anyone who spoils, because, see, what's going to happen is you'll become the god of spoiling, which will mean, you know. Damn it, Yura! I guess you'd be the goddess of spoiling. You found something resembling a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. It's a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared. Go play Pokemon Go. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Okay. Actually, the grass is pretty legit. Look at that. I have, of course, seen better. But that's a solid, minimal repetition texture with actual objects on top of it in order to add layer to it. See? You can see it more accurately there. I have seen much worse. Recently. In the game I played today. So, that's pretty solid. As always, I prefer design over fidelity, so... Nothing compares to the incredible juggernaut that is Secret of the Stars. Oh yeah, by the way, let's get this out of the way. One of the most common negative complaints I've heard about this game and Pokemon Violet is that the graphics suck. Allow me to already disagree with you on that. No offense whatsoever, and obviously personal taste is personal taste. But I have heard an absolutely ridiculous amount of what I can only refer to as screeching about the graphics of this game in particular. It was the most commonly heard complaint that I heard, and I couldn't get away from it for quite a while. Now, again, I'm not trying to say that this is the most amazing graphics in the known history of the universe. Far from it. I just want to mention that so far, and granted we're only like 10 minutes in, it's not too bad. We'll see what we think of it as we go. Alas, yet another mess. I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but maybe you should tell me a bit about these three first. That one's Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Yes, it's a grass type, I get it. That's a Cyndaquil, Gen 2. Fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. And that's worthless. I mean, Oshawott. I don't even remember what gen Oshawott was. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using a shell-like object in its belly. So, let's go ahead and set up the poll here. So I'm pretty sure these are our starters. How do you spell Oshawott? Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. Oshawott. There we go. We'll leave that poll up for a couple of minutes. Voot. 50 Pokeballs. Okay. Let me be more thorough. As I've already mentioned, this is how you catch Pokemon. Pokemon get... Yep. They just invented Pokemon. Cool. I mean, Pokeballs, excuse me. He, of course, has no ability to do. Okay. You've got quite a knack for this Pokemon catching business. I mean... I've been doing this a couple years. His hat is beautiful, Yura! Just like his pants. Which is the part that's weirding me out so much. I think the lighting's a bit too bright. But other than that, I do actually enjoy the lighting. Like, if I could turn it down a little bit, that'd be nice. We'll see if we get some options for that later. I sincerely doubt it, but you never know. Alright, monster, come here. No! If you mean... Well, it's not even doing it now. What the hell, game? You were just doing it. No, whatever. I was gonna show off the pop-in. It's Voot! You still have, looks like about 3 minutes to Voot. Thank you very much indeed. What a relief to have them all back. You see, 3 Pokemon you have caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. Yet they won't listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. And I must say, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? I can't help but think there's a reason for it. Seek out all Pokemon. That's an arc phone? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream. Yep, Pokedex, yep, yep. No one's figured out how to use the thing they just invented, so you have to be the one to use it. Okay, I can do that. Everyone sucks but me, as usual. I will say this level of optimization is unacceptable. The pop-in problem. I saw it already in Violet, too. Hey, Rye. There's a name I haven't seen in a while. Because, like, saying it's the Switch is not an excuse, to be very blunt. First of all, the Switch is not that bad of a hardware. It's not as good as other hardware, but it's not that bad. I will admit the Switch takes more optimization and more proper coding than most other consoles and PC takes, but the nicest possible way I could say this is that I think that a lot of game designers have gotten really lazy about optimizing code because they just kind of don't have to the same way they used to, right? Any of you who are actually programmers out there, you know exactly what I mean. Why bother having a function call two things when it, why bother, sorry, I'm saying this wrong. Why bother breaking down a function call from 5 things to 2 when it runs the 5 things just fine? You don't even notice a difference. And I really have noticed this, especially within the last, Syndic, in the last, like, 5, 6, 10 years, because you just don't need to optimize anymore, right? Now, there are exceptions to that, and that's kind of the point. For those of you who haven't seen, Doom Eternal, Doom 5 plays extremely well on the Switch because it's really, really well optimized. Because it's id Tech. Of course it's really well optimized. And that's not the only game. Dragon's Dogma plays fine on this. Witcher 3 plays fine on this. Civilization 6 plays fine on this. I can name a fairly large list of games that are relatively demanding that have been optimized properly for the Switch. Including, yeah, Ori 2 is another one, actually. And, of course, there's other stuff, like Nintendo's own stuff, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey, Mario Wonder. All of those are actually pretty intensive games. Mario Kart 8. They play just fine. I bring all that up because I don't want to get defensive of the Switch. It's more like, this game has absolutely no excuse, is what I'm really trying to get at. If you're having pop-in and stutters and frame rate drops, that's on you. You know what I mean? Not the Switch. Sword and Shield does look and play better and smoother. Absolutely. And yeah, as I've mentioned, I have actually watched my niece play Violet, and I have absolutely seen graphics issues in that game. And I've only seen her play it for like a freaking hour. Having said all that, you go ahead and I am probably going to jot down a negative for graphics. Because that is absolutely a negative. And move on. Thank you for your tireless work, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokémon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him to the village for a bit. What's wrong with your pants? Yeah, the graphics glitches is what bothers me the most. I don't mind the style at all. It's nice, it's colorful, there's some good shading, and there's some decent lighting. And Pokemon games have always been furry stylized, so that doesn't bother me at all. But the pop-in is unexcusable. Jubilife Village. It's come a long way thanks to the Galaxy Expedition team. I've heard they're going to start blowing up... sorry. Going down Kanala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. That's pretty impressive. Since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall headquarters for the entire outfit. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Could you wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the bridge on the left. The Wallflower. Sure, sure. What? Interesting. Double interesting. Alright. Where's the boutique? Where do I change my hairstyle to something actually worth a damn? Please, change my hair. No. Damn it! Look, all I'm saying is I looked badass in Pokemon Shield. I had rainbow eyes and wavy white locks, and I looked awesome. Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Wallflower for Galaxy Team only. Move along! We don't like your kind around here. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. It's called a t-shirt! Come on, it's not that out of the ordinary. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, then you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon? He's a scholar from the faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. Makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not so long ago. I had to take it to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor? But everything will be quite all right now. Yes, I'm inventing a new super weapon. Oh, sorry. Lore Runner here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? Oh yeah, by the way, you want to hear a really funny little thing? Most people know this, but I like to demonstrate this every now and again. Where you put the emphasis in a sentence completely changes the meaning of a sentence. Check this out. You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? And you can see how the meaning has changed with the exact same words, just with changed emphasis. You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Celine's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Celine? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps. Oh my god, it's Cyrus! I am Captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Cyrus 2.0. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Yes! Quite old enough for you to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skill or origins. Tomorrow we'll see if you can prove yourself worthy. A most reasonable decision, Captain. Care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. Yeah, that's right, we're 15, we're ancient. We're ready to retire. Like, Red was like 12. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Wait, Cynthia was 18? Seriously? God. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. I mean, one of my favorite tidbits is that Cyrus is like 20, and Lucamine is in her 40s. Now, seriously, look at Cyrus and Lucamine alongside each other sometime and understand the weirdness of that. Ah, wonderful stuff, Benji. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know the great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell out of it. You can't be serious. Also, we can't get away from food porn. Every game we play. Every single one. Up now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. Concern myself only with the facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. There are. Grass, forests, water, or wherever. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. That's true. We ended our last stream with a taco being eaten by a cat. That's true. You know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Behold their nightmarish visage. Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. Here, come here, Lilligant. Come here. There we go. No! No! There's that terrifying... She is so cute here. I want to show you my Lilligant, because I'm rather proud of her. There's a reason she's usually facing me and not on part of the set here. She actually stands up quite well. She's got this little balancing thing going on. And it's super cute. I've also... God, what else have I got here? So you can't quite see some of these. We've obviously got... God, it's one of my favorite Pokemon. I never didn't think of the name of it. This thing. Melodic, thank you. I have to have the Gardevoir, which also stands up on its own. You can see, of course, Leafeon in the back here. This is a recent acquisition. Ampharos, from a friend of mine. Unfortunately, I am well aware of the melodic capture problems, because I've captured a melodic in every generation where it's available. Of course, we have my sister up here and myself. But one other one you might not have seen. It's this little guy. Right here. And like all of the others, it stands up in its own right. It's designed to just stand up like that. See? Whimsicott, that's it. Get back. And of course, Crobat. You got a Crobat. Gen 8? Oh yeah, I've also got one that I'm going to send to a friend of mine. Hopefully this, about in a week or so, when I have infinite spare time, when I'm taking that break I already mentioned. Which is this. A Volcarona, I think? Still in the bag, obviously. In the back. But that's going to involve a bit of time and money. It'll happen. I'm going to be real with you. I would own more of these plushies. They came out with a line. I forget what they're called. No, it's not a dark. I work during darks, Ross. I'm taking a break. But these Pokemon, the stand-ups, whatever, they're very high quality. And they're very... they're solid, they're well designed, they're well constructed, they stand up on their own. I swear they do. I'm just... My hand is apparently not a great demonstration of this. There, so. But the thing is, these are turbo sold out. Every time I've checked, they've been sold out again. There's like a good 10 other Pokemon I would have bought on the spot if I could. But they seem hesitant to restock. Would it be out of the question to collect them all? They're about 15 bucks each. You do the math. Sitting cuties. That's what they're called. I just found them. Sitting cuties. So are there any starters I would get? I mean, in a truly insane scenario, I'd buy everything. But, having said that, are there any starter Pokemon I really like? No. I'm not into starter Pokemon. I never have been. Which I get how funny that is, because starter Pokemon are literally designed to be more endearing and to be more popular. But I'm just, no. I've never been into them. I would have to actually think about starter Pokemon I actually like, and even that is just like, you know, tolerate. You underestimate my power, Sub-Zero. I do apologize. You got me looking now to see if there's any updates into their stock right now. Look really quick over while I'm sitting here, because I noticed they got a Furret in stock, and they didn't have that last time. So I'm totally buying that Furret. I don't like Charizard. I've never liked Charizard. I admit I tend to lean towards grass types. I don't really have a good reason for that, I just like grass types. Like, hang on. So we've got, you know, Bulbasaur, obviously, Chikorito, Trico. I will admit I went with Chimchar in Gen 4. In Gen 5, I went with Snivy. In Gen 6, I don't remember what we went. I let you guys decide, so I don't remember what we decided there. I do like Rowlet. I do legitimately like Rowlet. Gen 8 stuff is whatever, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of any of those. And obviously I haven't played Violet yet, so I don't know about that. We all know the best starter is just Eevee. Just Eevee. And anybody who thinks Pikachu is better than Eevee, well, you're entitled to your opinion. I've heard some people actually like Probopass, or Probopass, excuse me. I don't know who they are, but I've heard it's a rumor that people actually like Probopass. Oh, they have a Lapras. I need to get a Lapras. Okay, I'm sorry, let me get out of this song. Let me stop buying Pokemon for a second, then I'll get out of this song. It's impossible to know what kind of powers they possess or what wondrous things they can do. But that's where the Lore Runner comes in. That is Majurb. He quickly caught 3 Pokemon in quick order, you understand. Nobody in Galaxy Team is capable of a feat such as that. God, you were right, Darkrai. They all suck. We've had a hard time catching even one wild Pokemon. To be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim the Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do that. I need to watch the speedrun of this game now. Does this Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on the Pokedex of yours clearly hasn't run it. I'm sorry, she is eating 10 mochi. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Also, how do you eat that much and be that skinny? I hate you. Yep. The team provides for all its members, even the members who just fell out of the sky. Pokemon Smash characters? Oh god, I don't remember what Pokemon are in Smash off the top of my head. Other than Pikachu. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember Lord Runner has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in the Lore Runner. Well, that makes one of you. Let us hope it is not misplaced. Soon, I will rebuild the entire world using Giratina! Lore Runner, was it? For tonight, at least, we'll provide you a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate and your death in the wild, because we are pure evil. Yes, Sub-Zero, absolutely 100%. They are a variant on JRPGs. We call this an indirect control variant, but they are still a JRPG. Captains lead someone like Hisui in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turn in for the night, huh? Good thing one can't fall out of the futons. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Did someone kill the bot? Oh my god, someone killed the bot. Who killed the bot? Damn it, Rye. Kill him a bot. It's bigger than my place. This is a luxury. Look at this. Okay, can we turn down the bloom, please? Good lord. Do you wish your toils to be forgotten? Diligent record-keeping will save you from such a fate. Oh, you gotta share pics, Yura. If you want to. Speaking of which, how'd that curry turn out? It's like the developers had just heard about Bloom, and they're like, aha! Uh-oh. Touch the Bidoof. Okay, they have a Spheal. I'm not a particularly big fan of Spheals, but they're really cute. The next day. Yes, what? Huh? Had some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's go give it your all. Okay, but hang on. I need to go change my appearance. In the mirror. There it is. Or not. Okay, whatever. Listen, Bidoof is great if HM slaves exist. Negative to gameplay. HM slaves exist. What lovely weather we've got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and... Oh dear. Let's get to headquarters. Captain Cyrus is waiting. Listen, long tutorials... Well, they suck, so... Can we skim this? In all honesty, something I've said for years is that Pokemon games, main Pokemon games, need a I've played Pokemon before option, like right at the beginning. You know? I do appreciate these tutorials for people who haven't played Pokemon before, and I mean that with sincerity. I know people who have never played Pokemon before who have appreciated these tutorials. My niece is one of those people. I've been playing Pokemon since the 90s. Please allow me the option to say, yeah, I got this, thanks. Yeah, Gen 7 was just the worst about that. I actually didn't mind Sun and Moon all that much, but what in the world? Oh wow, they're actually sold out of Volcaranas. I'm glad I got one while I did. And they're out of Crobats. Of course they are. But they do have a Lapras, which I will grab. A Haunter, which is new. And a Furret. Yeah, Gen 7's intro was ridiculous. Favorite dark type? Yeah, I was thinking Espeon. Yeah, I think I can guess Darkrai, what your favorite Darkrai type is. It's so much so that you're actually the second viewer I've ever had whose username was Darkrai. And I wasn't sure if you were her at first. Didn't I say Umbreon? No, what's your favorite Pokemon? Random. Let's look at some dark types. Let's see. We've got Umbreon, Mightyena, Absol, Darkrai. Rattata, Alolan. Sneasel, Houndoom. Zigzagoon. Hydreigon. Obstagoon. I actually used a Grimmsnarl back in Gen 8, I want to say. If it counts, I would pick Tyranitar as my favorite dark type. Tyranitar is one of the worst Pokemon, and I hate it, and it's terrible, and it's objectively bad. But I get a lot of use out of it. Having said that, I'm already going to change my mind, because Crocodile pretty much carried me through Gen 5. And Pangoro was pretty legit, too, and we used that in our Gen 8 run. So one of those three, Pangoro, Crocodile, or Tyranitar. We've no food for freeloaders. Survival's a daily battle. What is this, like pre-Utopia? I mean, it probably is literally pre-Utopia. Tyranitar is one of the worst Pokemon because it's usually you don't even get access to a Tyranitar until like the very, very end of the game. So that's problem number one. And problem number two is they evolve extremely late. Like ludicrously late. Okay, I don't appear to have like a first-person mode, so who would know? Yeah, when I get a camera, we'll poke at it then. Yeah, Tyranitar evolves at way too high. It also has double weakness to fighting, because rock, I think? Darkness? But whatever. Still, that's just... I still like Tyranitar, but man. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Wild Pokemon, they're everywhere. Attacking from all sides. I set up my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack. Outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. The medical corps will put you to rights. Man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Yeah, it's because he sucks. Let me show you how to do it. Don't worry, I'm 15. Captain, Lore Runner's here. You may enter. Okay, you have got way too much paperwork, lady. Yeah, frankly, most dragon types suck, too, for exactly that reason. I've always felt like they were so afraid of dragon types being too good, so they usually tend to nerf them into the ground. There are only a few exceptions to that. Let's get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 Pokemon. A Bidoof, a Starly, and a Shanks. 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the team's ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? By the way, Shanks hype. My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry out whatever you need into the field. Can I have your Abra, too? No? Okay. Satchel doesn't match your mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. We don't want him to horribly die, unless he horribly dies. I don't know what guiding means, but sure. There's missions and requests. Got it. MSQ and not MSQ. Now then, jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter? In order to complete our Pokedex and survive, Lore Runner must pass this trial. And as Professor, I've got the ticket to help accomplish that. It's something I call a Potion. It's after the Pokémon. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. Well, as it happens, we've already run the poll. And you all have chosen... the worst Pokemon in the game. You want a Cyndaquil? Yes. I would have gone with Rowlet, by the way. My favorite type? I vary depending on my individual mood. But Ghost, Ice, Steel, and Poison are my 4 favorites. Word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which ones are empty and which ones contain Pokemon you're out in the field. Looks like they're cheering on their friend, Cyndaquil. Or maybe they're jealous. Nothing, Clips fan. Oh, excuse me. Most people take the fire types because in almost every generation, fire types are, objectively, the best Pokemon of the starters. By the way, what species has Captain Celine charged you with catching? I'm gonna get a Sphinx, which is way better than a Cyndaquil. Let me get some Pokeballs to use during the trial. You just gave me 50! Oh man, I love Frostlass. Frostlass was one of my main team members in Gen 4. But I don't know if I have access to hats yet. Let me ask. Can I buy a hat? Can I buy a hat, please? Okay, whatever. Oh, sure. Let me get a purple hat going on. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I am Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? There's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Interesting and the odd and novel is key to any good merchant. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. What do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up in a battle? Okay. I like you better and better. I also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. My sister got me this scarf specifically for this run, by the way. It's a Togepi. Well, I have one attack right now, so we're going to go with the only attack. No, he's going to send out Giratina. Moves, items. Use them well. The world will open up to you. Well, you don't get the scarf reference, Lord Hiramont? It's always good to have, and fun to have Pokemon do your battle, don't you? As they gain experience, this is an RPG. Thanks for the heal. So, look at her for a second, and the reference should become more obvious. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'd be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. Soon I will remake the world in my own image. Or wait, sorry. Wrong character. It's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now on to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you leave the village, make sure to... This world is imperfect. No, I'm good, Anachromachist. Maxist. My machinations lay undetected for years. Okay. So, I'm sorry, what was your favorite random? I missed it. I thought he was joking, Pillars of Snow. Exaggeration and all that. Then again, I've also seen his skit on CEOs, which is pretty much straight up. Gengar. Ha! For the record, they have not sold out of Gengars if you want to buy one random. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch these 3 Pokemon that we've already mentioned several times. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Ah, you see. Captain Celine got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain, but what help exactly can you offer, Professor? To be honest, I don't intend to lift a finger. Lowrunner's talents are the real deal. He'll bless his fine colors, you see. So the responsibility with him still lies, in fact, with me, then. It's okay, you have a scarf. As do I. After all, you are Professor Worthless. There's a crafting station, which I can't use. Very Breath of the Wild interface. Oh, it's his name, Yura. I didn't name him. Look at me. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. And comes a Bidoof. Touch the Bidoof. Bidoof. Keys to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice. Bidoof, god damn it, has a mellow disposition, so you got this. So yeah, before we go any further, thank you very much, Dean Badine. I do always appreciate your support. Time to catch a golden Bidoof. Bidoof. God damn it. I can pronounce it correctly, I swear. Maybe I can't. Holy crap. And whoever asked that, no, this is not my... Or rather, this is my first time playing this game, yes. I've never played Arceus before. Kalos Principle 2. Messenger. Tactics Ogre R. Thank you again, DVD. Die, monster. Pocket monster, one might say. You caught the Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. So someone asked about the shiny. Would you believe I have seen and caught one shiny in my entire career of playing Pokemon? And it was on camera. Unfortunately, I do believe it's actually gone at this point. Thanks to some issues. Oh, really, game? No, it was a Roggenrola. There's the Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if they're startled. I did freak out. Shinies, like I said, I don't see shinies. I was watching a speedrun of, I believe, Let's Go, specifically, during GDQ. And a shiny Rattata, I want to say, popped. And everyone was like, oh my god, it's a shiny. Because, you know, speedrun. Ever caught a Pokemon with a Pokeverse? Not that I'm aware of. Alright, who dares donate to me? Who dares donate to me? I must know the truth. Oh, I know, Rai. You cheat. Everyone, Rai is a cheater. She just straight up, like, magically creates shiny Pokemon. She's actually, her uncle works for Pokemon. Landscape Torment, Deus Ex Human Revolution. Thank you very, very much for your support. I do very much appreciate it. Thank you. Not see? 13 in the last few days. Yeah, no. Her uncle works for Pokemon. That's what it is. I don't understand why that didn't work. Interesting. Well, it's okay. I've still got 17. Where did all my other balls go? You'll never see me, Starly. Oh my god. Come on, give me gyro aiming or something. Alright, only one more to go. I mean, gyro aiming is legit. I've actually talked about before how gyro aiming is functionally how you have a mouse controls a controller. Something I ought to teach you since you're still new at this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. Have an item at the ready, but want to set out? Press X. Have a item ready, but want to throw an item? Press X. Okay. Try throwing a Pokeball at the rocks or trees, like this one. If the Pokemon finds berries, it'll bring them to you. Okay. Find me. Find me berries worthy of Mordor. And he got experience for that. That's interesting. Oh my god. Do you mind? Let me explore. Come on. Not impressed with the tutorial so far. Shanks! Shanks! I want my Luxray. I can never tell unless I focus carefully. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any balls you throw at them. That's actually good HUD design. That's a cool feature. Okay, Drunk Killer, we need to have a chat here. First of all, stop giving me money. Like, ever. Just never give me money ever again. Quit it. That is the literal opposite of e-begging. That is literal. Okay, okay. Thank you very, very much, Drunk Killer. Always never appreciate. Thank you so much. One of the things I did, I'll get some cleavage going for you. There you go. One of the things I did during the lunch break, which I did eat lunch, was I updated the review page on the website to more accurately present the information for the FF14 lore run. So, no, I have proof. Take a look. So, I didn't even put my dish away. That's how much of a hurry I've been this whole lunch break. If you go, not only can you find the individual information for each expansion, as well as FF14 itself, but the links will link to individual expansions in the run. So if you want to find specifically the Stormblood run or the Heavensward run or whatever, that's all there on the website now. No, it's okay, okay. In addition to the cookies, I've also had ginger chews. Alright, sorry. Ham. How many carrots? My doctor advises that I quit eating carrots so much. By which I mean at all. So I stopped eating carrots. Yeah, no, MMOs have a different formula. I know it's such a really minor thing, and several people in chat have said this before, but I really like that we can move around while we're battling. It's such a little thing, but it already makes the battles more dynamic. And, among other things, it also puts the camera in our control, which is nice. It was always you, von Falkenstein. It was you. Yeah, exactly. What's the opposite of a pebble in my shoe? I need to come up with a term for that sometime, because you're right. Little polishing details are exactly the kind of things I just eat up in game design. It's one of the reasons why StarCraft 2 is the highest rated game I've ever reviewed, because StarCraft 2 is littered with all of those quality of life features. I mean, we could just call it quality of life. That's valid. It's not accurate, but it works. Brushstrokes is another way to do it. Brushstrokes is usually a narrative thing, but that does apply equally to gameplay now that you say that. Yeah, it's what takes a red to a purple. Like a gift the sky dropped to us. Yeah. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokédex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. Still curious on why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but let's tell the professor we're headed back. Yeah, God was like, hey, listen. You need help. There you go. Said you passed the trial of flying colors, and it seems like you went into just that. Congratulations. Taking the first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. Here's a photograph. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now, though, better report back to Captain Cyrus. Hey, Saber for wife. Yeah, thanks to TSB, I think? Oh my god, I suddenly can't remember. We have an automatic updater now for these. In time, you'll be able to send pictures you've caught to the village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you in theory, but we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. Seems we won't leave you to die after all. Congratulations. Yeah, all we got... We usually only have time for 1 episode a day unless we're doing skipping. So, all we watched was Carbon Creek. Next, we're either going to watch Regeneration or Shuttlepod 1. It's going to be their choice. You passed your trial. You can hold it. Oh my god, stop giving me money! I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy. But you cleared it. Yep. A high hurdle. That was so difficult. This is your official uniform of the Survey Corps. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform. This is your first official order from your captain. When did you press gang me? And why am I going along with it? I mean, I guess I need food. So that's why I'm going along with it. Oh, I'm sorry, Drunk Killer, and I meant to mention, you can put that towards 3 things, not just Dawn Trail. And thank you, Noctis X Soul, very, very much. Always and ever. I will put that towards Epic Battle Fantasy V, Henry Stickmin, and Majesty Gold HD. I also just feels I need to pull something up. Yeah, everything was just like 5 months ago. It's cool. It's cool. One moment, please. Double checking something here. I hope you like Machinist. I certainly do. I mean, nothing's as good as Dancer. You can tell I'm tired. Enemy units, it's all the same thing. Oh, you got it, Drunk Killorn. Hang on. I just picked up the controllers. I gotta put them down again. And the Kingdom Hearts block, along with Final Fantasy 16. You got it. Thank you again. Oh man, Samurai is so good. Monk is, if we're being honest with ourselves, objectively better than Samurai. But Samurai is so good. I love playing a Samurai. You know, you asked that a couple of days ago, Yura, and I meant to answer you, and I spaced because I was in the middle of a cutscene or something. I am curious about Dragon's Dogma 2. As I talked about during the Dragon's Dogma 1 run, I felt it was a game with a lot of potential that didn't actually succeed at that potential. So 2, if it fulfills on that, that's going to be awesome. But who knows if it will or not. There we go. Now we got the scarf going on. Ooh. I think we'll go with green. Yeah, I saw Ultramarine there. Now I just need access to a friggin' hair trimmer and some money. Go well, your survey corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Yeah, I don't have a... What you think? My sister actually tried to get me one. And she failed. Present yourself to the commander. Yeah, beret, thank you. God, I am tired. I love FF14 to death, but man, that game took something out of me. And I got off-camera stuff to do still. Much more organized paperwork. I've been waiting for you. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Lore Runner. Humph. I spit upon you. I have been briefed on your situation, including the fact that you're an alien from another planet. I mean, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Okay. Yeah. you've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider, who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial put to you. No matter how odd you seem, you're part of the Jubilife village now. Dedicate yourself to us. Dedicate yourself to our team. The state is all that matters. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this. You begin as a no-star recruit. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well, you'll be treated well. Perform badly, you will die. Indeed! The more you add to your Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. Working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer to that goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokémon. Yeah, you will need this. 1 Apricorn, 1 Tumblestone. And here's 3,000 Pokédollars. Okay, bucks. Also known as 30 bucks. You're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Of course. Now, as the experienced craftsperson here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your own 2 hands. They look like good, strong hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the craft books. You gotta go for the deep cuts. Hey, Mr. Nuclear. Curious. Ooh, excuse me. Meh. No options I was looking for. I have a weird party. Hey! I have a weird sub. From a weird person. Towards a weird person. Weird thank you, Mr. Nuclear. Always weird appreciate. We'll put that towards Sea of Stars. Fantasy Pixel Remaster Block. And Darkest Dungeon 2. Listen, Giga. We all know you're the most normal and sane amongst all of us. There we go. Oh no, Pokédex entries are totally false. In fact, they're provably false. So who do I want to level? I mean, obviously, I do want to see what my Cyndaquil turns into. But after that, I think we're going to focus on the Shinx. I agreed with the idea, but not the execution, Darkrai. Well done, earning a place on our team. My name is Anthe. I'm the local Claudia. The professor asked I get you ready for a change of clothes, so here you go. Weirdly enough, no, Permeus. I also didn't think that some Pokemon are literally just dead people or dead children that are roaming around. Or carry around their own faces from their previous lives. Or whatever other nonsense. Have you ever actually read the Pokédex? It's all nonsense. It's like nonsense all the way down. Can I get a haircut yet? Thanks. I got a shaman, fancy kimono, and Shannon, fancy bottoms. I don't know. Do you think this game will score better than Starfield? Look, I'll be real. If this game scores worse than Starfield, I will eat my hat. That I don't own. I will buy a hat, and I will eat it. There's no way. Like, I don't think several people realize just how bad Starfield actually was. Like, we all meme on it, we all joke on it, ha ha ha, it's just on the BRPG. No, I reviewed that game. I thoroughly reviewed that game. Starfield was the game that never stopped gaining negatives. It was the weirdest experience. It just kept getting negatives, and kept getting negatives. And I kept thinking, surely at some point it'll stop a No. No. No, it just kept making negatives happen. Yeah, it was very much like Anthem. And we're in the outro. Still getting negatives. Yeah, actually play the whole game, Yura. Yeah, then we got the Collectathon mission. Oh, God. You can use the workbench to make items in the village, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I saw that, Blade Cheval. I, of course, have not had time to watch the whole video. I bothered to comment on it, though. Some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this is your first attempt stepping up to the workbench, my boy. Yeah, I'm from Gen 2. You recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. The Pokeballs we craft would make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. Ugh. Pokédex. I must fill out everything on this list. I must complete everything. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all of the Pokemon there are in this grand region. You have to do a lot of research tasks to help the Pokédex. Same goes for me. I've also got Pokemon to research. I'd be all too happy to explain more with the research tasks I could use assistance with. Come meet me in the Fieldlands camp whenever you're ready, my good lore runner. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Bladeable. Thank you for asking first. What does Starfield score at? Well, hang on. Let me sort my reviews on my website from worst to best. So at the very bottom, we have Secret of the Stars at negative 312. Devil May Cry 2 at negative 297. Mega Man X7 at negative 262. Quest 64 at negative 260. And Starfield at negative 243. Fifth worst game I have ever reviewed. Pretty sure Pokemon Arceus will beat that. Excuse me, I couldn't hear it over here. Going to the Fieldlands camp. Do you mind taking a request for me? Sure, I like side quests. As long as they're not Starfield! Or FF14. Yep, okay. Oh man, those planets are so good, Hero. Go ahead, Shadow Machine, what you got? You know, in all honesty, I really want to stream Elder Scrolls 6 now. Not because I think it will be good, because I'm curious if Elder Scrolls 6 will manage to score worse than Starfield. So there's a Pokemon called a Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yes. I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that a Pokemon gains a certain experience through battling. Sometimes it changes its appearance and becomes stronger. Yeah, it's called evolution, even though it's actually more like mutation. He said it's a phenomenon called evolution. Mutation! Some Pokemon can undervolve. Undervolve? Really? Undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements... And so I decided to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it, I promise. Okay. $4.7 million Poké-Dollars. That's interesting. I know Shinx's ears have odd markings, but what are they? Ah, it's gonna get me up all night. Aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Sphinx, can you show it to me? I've got a Sphinx right here, dude. Yeah, look, right here. Take a peek at these round ears. That's it. The ears have a yellow cross pattern, like a star. Ah, can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Yes, you had a thought stuck in your brain. You're welcome, dude. I will freely admit I've always been a fan of Beedrill. But not for any good reason. It's because Beedrill was one of the first Pokemon I ever caught and carried me through a surprisingly large amount of Gen 1. Like a non-zero amount of that game. Beedrill was just dragging me forwards. Yeah, you're the newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course, the Survey Corps must have you do that Pokédex book, right? Well, find out all about Starly. They're terrifying creatures. When I see a Starly, I feel whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Do I have the entry? Nope, okay. Do I have to catch more Starly? No, actual Gen 1. In Fire Red, that was like my... fifth Pokemon game at that point? Something like that. Actually, if you go check the website, Primark, you'll notice that it's all organized by expansion now. Probably Saber for Wife, but you're probably going to have a time of it when we get to the Elite Four. Or complete the events, carry out the tasks, the Pokedex. Oh. I have no idea. I didn't write down Patchwalker specifically, Primer. Like, I didn't even notate it as such. It never occurred to me to do so. So, you see wild Pokemon's attack. Dodge. As if your life depends on it. Beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. Don't do it to Quack. Don't do it! It's the worst RPG ever made. Nobody loves FF6. So much so that we have a wood-carved copy of FF6 right here. For those of you who haven't seen this, I'm actually really proud. This is a Christmas gift. Check it out. Wood carving. There we go. There we go. Now it's good. Now it's good. Yep, we've officially become Pokemon Souls. Soulsmon? Darkmon? Dark Pokemon? I don't know what to call it. Darks... shoot, that doesn't feel right, though. I don't know. I feel like we're still in the tutorial, so let's do that for a minute. Focus on... You just said this. Darkamon just sounds like a Digimon. In fact, I think that actually is a Digimon. Okay, so we need to catch 25 Bidoofs. We need to catch 7 heavies. We need to defeat 25 of them. We need to get another form of it. We need to evolve it. And then we need to investigate the Bidoof that's bothering the village. Oh god, that would be ridiculous. Peter likes Sadas. Okay, so let's just go ahead and... Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! No! Come back so I can murder you! Why aren't you murdered? Why? Also, I sent out the wrong Pokemon. I guess I'll level Cyndaquil. I do need to be... I like that I can just swap who's in front at will. That's such a cool quality of life feature. That's like noteworthy quality of life feature. You know, one of the biggest things I liked about Pokemon Shield? Quality of life features. For all that the game sucked, and it did have its suckitude, I'm not lying, it was very smooth to play. It had hotkeys, it had shortcuts, it had the ability to access the PC anywhere, it had lots of, like, just little micro-optimizations to make the game as smooth as possible. It removed a lot of padding and seconds and minutes from the game, and I loved it. Kill it! Oh. Kill that one instead. Murder its face off. Yes. Yes, you will die. Oh yes, Bidoof. The Bidoof butt will die. Die, monster. You like how experience gain is just like that? It doesn't even pause the game to do experience gain. That's what I mean when I say it removes seconds and minutes. It actively goes out of its way to reduce padding in the game, and God, I appreciate that. Now, there was definitely some padding in Sword and Shield, because Dynamax battles were terrible. I haven't actually done Terror Raids yet. I think you've got it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokédex and do the thing that we just told you to do. Okay. Like, Dynamax was a decent enough idea, but they went all in on it. It's like... Dynamax was the Dragon Age 2 of Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's like, here's an extremely basic mechanic that's fun, but ultimately very surface level. Now we're going to center our entire game around it and an entire, like, sub-dungeon thing around the concept of my niece stealing my bed! Why is my niece stealing my bed? Why are you stealing my bed? Explain yourself! I think she's still stealing my bed. I may have to destroy her. Oh, she's sleeping in my bed. Okay, okay. What are you? Oh, you're a Sphinx. What do I need to do for you? Catch, defeat. See it, use quick attack. See it, use bite. What are you doing, baby bear? Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where did she go? Hey, no, no, careful, 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 careful.
Okay.
You're gonna pull it over. But now I've got you!
I'm a fairy.
Oh, okay, I'll let you go then.
I'm so tiny. You can't even see me.
Where did you go? I thought I saw someone, but I guess I didn't. Oh, well, whatever. I figured Shadow Machine, but I was going to test it. No, wait, come back, come back.
Oh, I'm still a fairy.
But I want a hug. Can I get a fairy hug?
You're the dad fairy.
Fairy hug.
You're the dad fairy.
Is it dinner time? Is it dinner time? Tell me. Tell me if it's dinner time. All right, let's go catch a Pokemon here. Come on, come on, come on. You think we can catch one? Yeah. You ready?
Fairy.
You ready?
Never.
Okay, so should we defeat it or capture it?
Capture it.
Okay. In that case, let's switch over to our Pokeballs. Oh no, go! No! Okay, he's distracted by our attack. Are you ready? So first we're going to do a quick attack. Alright, he's definitely distracted. You ready? You ready? Well done. There we go. Ready? Throw the Pokeball. Okay, now hold down B. Down B.
Frisbee.
It's okay, you did it. Good job. No, you did it, you did it. Come back here, come back here. You're leaning too much. Why are you leaning so much? Why are you leaning? I'm basically holding. Look at this, I'm just holding her on my arm at this point. Yep, nope, I'm just holding her. Alright, is it dinner time? Tell me if it's dinner time.
No.
Tell me.
I don't know.
Alright, let's go find out. Uh-oh.
Okay. No. Very good.
Nope,
Doesn't.
nope, fairy doesn't get away.
Very good.
No getting away for the fairy. You cannot escape. C'est impossible.
I'm strong.
Oh my god, she's so strong. No, no, she's so strong.
Fairy's going in the bedroom.
Yeah, she defeated me.
Fairy's in her bedroom.
Why are you in my bedroom?
Good night, Daddy Fairy.
Good night, baby fairy. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's dinner time and cut off. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. More of
Okay.
this.
I'm just gonna have a bedtime snack.
What are you gonna eat? What do fairies eat?
Fairies eat all kinds of stuff.
Well, what are you gonna eat?